Box, Season 3, Episode Bazillion.
Episode 16.
Oh, it's right there. I'm Justin.
And I'm Rebecca. And Justin makes me laugh and hide my face sometimes.
Also known as the TVS Queen.
I thought it was on, but I could have muted it.
It's muted.
Oh, I'm muted. Oops. Did I unmute it? No.
Should just be one push.
I think I'm good now? Am I good? Okay. Somehow I accidentally muted myself.
That's all right.
All right. So I am Rebecca.
And we're here from rainy Florida to talk all things performance and racing at VMP.
Yeah. That's what we do.
Yeah. So lots of new videos coming out lately that starred yours truly about racing your car.
You too.
I know.
When you say yours truly, that means yourself.
Oh.
When you say yours truly, you're not talking about the other person.
You, just you and me.
Yours truly is yourself. It's a...
This wonderful person.
Yep. So, okay.
It's okay. We'll get to social mores at some point.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, babe. Yep. So what's going on?
Not a whole lot. We just released the video on the last time the car was out at the track, which seems like forever ago at this point. It's a bummer.
I know, right?
I feel like recently, every time we've been on Burnout Box, it's been raining. So all I ever talk about is that it's rainy and I can't go to the track.
And the whole state of Florida is on lockdown until midnight tonight.
Yeah.
And it's going to be over. Party like it's 1999.
I was like really young when it was 1999. I didn't do anything. I babysat actually.
New Year's Eve 1999, I worked at the country club as a...
we were both working,
yeah,
not surprising at all.
As a 17-year-old? 16-year-old? Oh, you were babysitting.
I was 14.
You were 14. I was 16.
I could have been one of the kids that Rebecca was babysitting. It was 5.
Yep.
So Brian was 5 in 1999. Sorry, everybody. We're really off topic here.
What were you doing in 1999? Everybody, let us know. Justin was saving up for a Mustang.
Yeah.
Rebecca was unbeknownstly saving up for a Mustang.
Yeah. So pretty cool for your video, your 7's video to come out. I know we've been getting a lot of questions, both questions on the video and questions in discussion from our customers and our friends and everything that run similar combinations. So we figure we talk about that more today. If you guys have anything specific that hasn't been posted, go ahead and put it below and talk about other stuff that's going on at VMP today.
Yeah, if you have any questions about what it takes to make a TVS car run 7s multiple times in a row, let me know. I will do my best to answer them. Usually it's just pressing the gas to the floor. I have to move my right hand a couple times too.
A couple times, and do a lot of other very important things when you're driving a 170 plus mile an hour missile.
The hand goes up twice and then back once.
If it was only that easy, anybody could do it. You know what? Today is the last day of our sale because it's the end of the month.
It is.
Yeah, that's pretty important. If anybody didn't get in on that,
get in on it.
And it's so we should tell them what the sale is in case they haven't seen it. It's a head unit, VMP Supercharger head unit. You buy a head unit from us, you can purchase a throttle body at half off.
Half off. That's a lot off.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You get a whole throttle body for half the price.
Not half of a throttle body, but a whole throttle body.
That would not do you any good.
I have a saw in the shop that will cut a throttle body. So next time we do half off, we'll cut one and we'll be like,
I am appalled by this. We are not doing this.
Why not? It'd be fun.
That and putting things through blowers.
Oh, Jesus, the banana
we should have a shootout between my Vitamix and the blower.
Chuck with the end.
Yep,
Absolutely.
Chuck's
Yeah.
so in. And my Vitamix is acting up a little bit, so
Even at the fight.
yeah, exactly.
No.
One's a purpose-built thing, so we got to take a little bit away from it.
Yeah, will it blend?
Will it blend?
Will it supercharge?
I love that.
The ideas we come up with.
So Geoff from Mantic says, "Hey there, VMP peeps." Hey, Geoff.
Geoff, also known as Tiger King USA.
What?
He was he videoed in for Tuning Tuesday, and he was the Tiger King.
Full guard. Feather boa, blue on mustache, the works. I'll see if
I
I can
was-
get a screenshot.
I should see this.
Yeah. And the funniest part was he came in on this computer over here, which does not have like video conferencing. So it was just video, no audio. So he's just, I'm the Tiger King, what's going on?
Oh my god.
Yeah, the things people do to keep themselves entertained when they're quarantined. Quarantine, lockdown, whatever.
Travis Schott says, "What up, VMP crew, and congratulations to Rebecca on getting into the sevens. Thank you. Also, later today, I'm hopefully going to be picking up a pair of 18x10 wheels with 305/45 Nitto NT05Rs on the tires on them, with only one pass on them and a year old. That's awesome, Travis.
Good, give you some much needed traction
Get some
for
good.
that beast.
Yep. What is that word?
You two trulies. Oh, all right, you speak my language. We don't know what language it is, but you speak it too. Thanks, Chad.
I get it now. Chad Dowd said hello to you two truly.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Chad's been doing really good lately.
Chad, I got video last night of everything, and
Good.
yeah, we talked a little bit, and he's been kicking butt, and it's really, really awesome to see, and I'm super excited for him,
Yeah.
and I think he's going to continue this weekend.
You know, no pressure, Chad, but I know you got some big races coming up. So give me some data logs. Make sure that tune is dialed in on Kill, on Beat the Competition. And you know, I mean, Chad has a built Coyote with a VMP Gen 3R on top of it, and he goes up against some very, very fast cars.
Mm-hmm.
And goes to show all of these turbo. I want just get a turbo. It's better than a blower. Well, that's not the case for Chad.
You just going to make everybody mad?
Pretty much.
All right.
Pretty much. Hey, we're releasing a video tonight that's going to make everybody. Well, it's going to make certain people
no,
mad.
It's not going to make everybody mad.
Yeah, it's going to fire up certain people. So that'll be fun.
You do the firing up, and then I do the extinguishing. So that way, so many aspects of our lives.
Oh.
Bruce Bonholes said, "Just wondering, what do you do with your prototype parts? I'm on a tight budget with our build for pulmonary fibrosis awareness. Due to trusting the wrong shops, we lost a budget and a lot more on this build." Ooh, bummer.
You know, I'm sorry to hear that, Bruce. There's not many parts left over around here because we're pretty darn thrifty,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. And, you know, and the one thing with like prototype parts is, especially on an important build, nobody wants to, you know, not put their best foot forward. So we got to be careful with that. But the easiest thing is like used parts or slightly blemished parts where, you know, you can help us out by buying something and we can help you out by taking it, you know, selling it to you at a discount.
Geoff says, "I am the Tiger King." Rick Singer, "What's up, peeps? We're still on lockdown up here in Indiana, but your Gen 3 and FIC 1000 booster pump, along with other parts, has my GT500 running great. Good to hear."
Yeah, that's awesome, Rick.
Brent Hancock says, "I received my Gen 3R and 163R
Ooh.
throttle body on Wednesday. We'll be installing it on Saturday. Thanks."
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Pierce just really likes Chad. Everybody really likes Chad. That's good.
Maybe it's his screen name. Well,
I don't think it's his screen name, honestly. You know how I feel about that.
I don't. Can you tell me?
We've been there. We're not going back.
So I think we'll run through some questions on Rebecca's latest video.
Real quick before you go into that, here's the Tiger King.
Oh, we got him up on the screen.
I
Awesome.
don't even.
Awesome. For anybody that missed Tuning Tuesday, you can go back and watch the Tiger King in motion.
Yep.
So our questions. First question, most important: which blower?
Gen 3R.
And it's both obvious and then it's not.
Surprisingly not.
Yeah. And being that we have multiple versions of the Gen 3R, so it's really only like 2 versions. But it's a good question.
I'm not saying it's a bad question. It's just funny when people are like, oh, I'm glad she's stuck with your blower. I also like to have a bed to sleep in at night, people.
I don't think you make the most. You do really, really well with it. So it's better than a lot of.
It's just as much my blower as your blower. Is my point.
Oh
here.
yeah. And I don't think you feel like it holds you back.
No, I mean
you're significantly faster than a lot of other blowers.
I don't think it holds me back, and I've sat in on measuring sessions and. Like I said, it's just as much my blower as the other blower.
It is very much. And I mean, like in the racing that you do, you are the fastest stock ECU blower car in the world.
Oh God, micro records.
Yeah, and the people that are faster than you, I can count on probably one hand.
You can.
So you're doing very, very well with our blower. You know what? I do want to dive a little bit deeper on the Gen 3R because I was thinking about that. So we've got another video coming out, and there's a Stage 2 Gen 3R, and then there's a Stage 3 Secret Sauce Gen 3R. Of course.
And I do want to hit on testing of it after you're done with
Okay. And the Stage 3 is basically for built motors, high boost. You've got to be running over 20 pounds of boost to benefit from Stage 3. And then it makes all kinds of more power at high RPM. And that's how we're able to scale up a 2.65 liter so far, is that it makes it behave like a much higher displacement supercharger, larger displacement supercharger. The video we have coming out tonight is with the basic Stage 2 as cast Gen 3R, which is kind of funny because it still beat the larger supercharger. But
spoiler alert.
Yeah. Oh sheesh. But they don't know which one it was yet, so yeah, that'll be the point. Sorry guys. Okay, there's only going to be like a couple 500 views on this before that video comes out. So yeah, the rest of the people won't know. But I'm just going to let you talk about it more now.
You know what? Let's hit like this, and then I'll talk about that.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Oh, and then, you know what? So if we want to like categorize those into changes for.
That's why I was gonna hold off. I know I jumped the gun a little.
Yeah.
Red lit.
So I think it's important to note your blower had the same pulley combo that it normally runs.
Yeah.
We backed it off and then we backed
That's
it
what
down.
I was gonna talk about that with those two things in conjunction.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Spoiler.
That's okay.
So, the first one.
So the car, as you guys may have seen if you saw the video, we were testing a Ram Air setup. It is a Ram Air setup that I first ran at Texas 2K. And we had a lot of dialing in to do, I think is the right way to say it.
Yeah.
So that is something that we were testing. We knew that based on data logs and data, even though the car didn't go faster at Texas 2K, that the Ram Air was working. So we needed to go and prove that out. That was one of the goals of our outing at the track. So that's a change, but it wasn't a change that necessarily happened all at once, and different data parameters tell us differently how different things are working.
Yeah.
Also, we were testing out the MFP lower manifold.
Yeah, we came together with MFP and we designed it for casting and we cast it. So Rebecca ran those times with a completely unported as cast lower intake manifold, which is pretty exciting.
It is.
So we're working on bringing those out into the wild right now, and that is. And then the other thing, which I thought about because I saw in the trunk of your car today, torque converter.
Oh.
We had some challenges with that.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite 60 foot the way that we normally do. So more and more impressive that you ran 7s without like a super stellar 60 foot.
Yeah, I mean, it was a decent 60 foot, but
Yeah.
we know that the car has previously 60 footed a 114 backed up by a 115 60 foots, and we were 120, 121, and 117 on those passes.
So we did work with FTI, and the man himself at FTI, Greg, told me that he's worked a bunch of things inside the torque converter, and that it's going to be awesome. So we're going to get back in your car and test it out, and that's going to be cool to try.
And what goes with the torque converter but a transmission?
Yeah. So we had a little talk about that.
People wanted to know. I talked a lot about shifting the car. How freaking confusing can I be?
Is it a manual trans car?
It's not.
You know, like 2 or 3 years ago, it would have been like, duh, it's not a manual. Manuals don't go that fast. But
they do.
Now there's all these freaking 7-second manuals. It's crazy.
It is.
Low 7-second manual transmission cars. I mean, like, you know, even like friends of ours like Cletus that we know, 7-second. And
but no, it is not a 6R80 either. It is a turbo 400. I do shift 2 gear shifts. A 1-2 and a 2-3.
3 gears.
That's it.
2 shifts.
And as Joe Day will be happy to tell you, it'd be faster with a glide. I don't agree, but that's okay.
You'd only have to make 1 shift if you had a glide.
I'd mess up a lot. I'd mess up 50% less.
It's all right. I'll get a real shift light in your car soon.
What else? Do you want to jump back and hit some questions, or you want to stay on this?
Yeah, we'll do some questions. We got some questions going on.
Okay. Well, that's not really a question, but we'll go ahead and get it. Bob Richards says, love my Gen 3 on my 16 GT. Great, Bob. Xavier Perez, will there be a Stage 3 Gen 3R for 0304 Cobras?
You know, it's an interesting question that we struggled with.
It is.
So, Stage 3 refers to the patent-pending Magnuson DFT technology, and that 03 Cobra is going to come as a Stage 2. I know that every 03 Cobra that they are very, so it's a 265 is actually doing a lot less work on an 03 Cobra than it is on a GT500 or a Coyote, because you just don't have to spin the same RPM to make the boost in the airflow. So we're starting out with the Stage 2 for the 03 Cobra, and we expect that to carry it very, very far.
Max Andrev says, hey guys, are you working on a bigger intercooler for the 15 to 17 cars? Have the stock Roush with a VMP Gen 3.
Ooh, that's a good question.
It is.
So Andrew from Mustang Lifestyle, have you seen his video? But the upgrade that we showed in there is also going to be available for 11 to 17 Roush cars too, because it's the same intercooler brick.
Yep. Eric Mustang says, hello from Michigan. Can't wait to get this season started. I bet.
I bet that's Eric Terbush.
Oh.
Eric Mustang.
NA Stang 87XX, who we haven't seen in a while, says he has not been around for a while. Work went to garbage. Anything new with your late model throttle partnership?
will say that they're going to be putting an Odin on one of their shop cars.
Yeah.
Jeff's wife's car is getting one, so they'll have a new baby.
A new baby and a new supercharger.
Yeah, and a new supercharger.
Life
soon.
is good.
Yeah.
What else do we want to talk about here?
Do you daily drive your car?
I don't. I could, but I don't.
You know, it's funny, like, you could put a bigger pulley on it, I could tune it for 93, and you could drive it on 93, but what fun would that be?
I mean, it'd still be fun. It'd still be fun. I had to drive it to the gas station. The last time that it was driven on the street, I had to drive it to the gas station to meet Cletus.
Yeah, and get an intercooler pump.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah, but I mean, it was fine. There's a video of me driving the car if you guys want to see me driving it on the street. From No Mercy in 2018. So, and Duck made a lot of fun of me on his
Street outlaw.
Yeah, he's like, this girl thinks she's a street outlaw driving her ultra street car on the street.
Nice.
On his live stream from No Mercy 2018. So
I can't believe that was that long ago.
I know.
Yeah.
I had a baby in between, so
yeah. Wow.
So yeah, I absolutely could drive it on the street. I don't know. I like my hearing, so I don't.
Yeah, your car's pretty loud these days.
It's honestly, it's very rare that I go anywhere by myself. And it's easy enough to get a car seat in the back seat of a Mustang for me because I'm short. But it's just a pain in the butt, honestly, is the biggest thing. Like, it's not worthwhile at this point in my life. It would be so much just putting car seats and moving this and doing that, and I'm lazy, essentially.
You're not lazy. It's just not real practical. No. Your car's loud. You don't want to put a baby in the backseat of a loud car, and, you know.
I don't want to get the car seat out of my Expedition.
Yeah, your car does have a back seat, so. Oh.
Max Andrev says that he did see the intercooler upgrade on Mustang Lifestyle and wants to know, what is the ETA?
We're looking at about 1 to 2 months. So we're working very, very quickly on those, but we are making sure you guys and girls get the best possible design. So we are still evaluating what's going to be best. Oh, why don't you have a wing on your car?
Like, for real, why don't I have a wing on my car? Because I don't like them.
Hey, you just gave the people the answer, so.
My new car has a wing on it that I really like.
Yeah.
And it will be functional. I don't know how functional a wing would be on that car.
You're getting to be fast enough where it's starting.
I'm getting to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the way S197 looks without a wing.
I agree.
And like, I still use the trunk a lot to put ice in. I don't. Again, lazy.
Not lazy. Not lazy.
Let's make this as easy as possible, people, and then I'll do it.
At the point it becomes a safety issue, that's where stability and safety issue, that's where you have to have a wing.
Yeah, absolutely. But you saw how long it took me to start using a parachute.
Yep.
If the car goes over 170, I'll go ahead and pull it. If it goes anything under 170, I like 168, not pulling it.
Not pulling it? Okay.
Not doing it. I will not.
Not having to repack it and all that crap.
I went 168 on one of the passes and I did not pull it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Joseph Schramm says, what supercharger setup do you recommend most for a 13 Mustang GT with 30,000 miles? The car is not a daily driver and just used for spirited driving with no track days. You know my answer to this. You know. I just have no chill. Go Gen 3R.
So he tried. I think was he hoping that you would tell him he only needed like a Gen 2R. Just go easy with it.
No. Why would you go easy with anything?
Oh, okay.
I mean, at the same time, I guess you could say that it's a very chill option as well because it's so efficient. You can make the same amount of boost in horsepower with a lot less work. So
Yeah.
I think it's win-win. Blake Nichols, would your under-hood ice tank setup be beneficial on my 14 Gen 2R on roughly 10 PSI and E85?
You know, I think if he was racing like in the summertime.
Yeah, I was going to say, it depends on what you're doing. I think for sure if you're making passes at the strip in the summer, yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, sometimes there's just ice is a quicker way to cool a car off.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so NA Stang 87XX has an interesting question. So this is off the wall. I know VMP has a core competency, but the coronavirus is probably going to change the world as we know it. Will you be doing any R&D on the Mach-E when it comes out?
I don't know if there's anything really exciting for us on that platform. I mean, will people do suspension and wheels and appearance parts?
I don't know. So, you know that I've been reading scholarship applications for the SEMA scholarship. And interestingly, a lot of the applicants are very interested in this, and they think that this is the way to, being able to personalize your car is the way to get millennials into cars. So maybe those personalizations like wheels and stuff.
Yeah, regardless of what kind of car it is.
Yeah.
So, you know, I got my Mach-E for driving to work every day. I got my gasoline-powered vehicle for having fun on the weekends. It's interesting.
Eric Trebush is with me. Go right to the Gen 3R, buy once, cry once, and never have to upgrade.
Thanks, Eric.
It's also economical.
So I think we'll answer our last question. We got one more on the sticky note we didn't cover.
Factory ECU. You covered that like in the very beginning, though.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
So, yep, on a factory ECU, shifting at $9,000.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that we're able to do what we can do with the factory ECU, with me tuning it with HP tuners.
And
so
honestly, the car drives well.
it's
I gave you a ride up to the starting line, and it was enjoyable, right?
it's not stalling out anymore on you. I fixed that.
I find that to be enjoyable. That's how I characterize enjoyable.
You know, a lot of times it's like, do I fix the little issues or I just go down the track? And I tend to make some incremental progress on the little issues so I can continue to make progress on the track. And
yeah, and I rarely complain unless I can't stage the car.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, we're able to control a big throttle body, big frickin' camshafts, big injectors. It's
everything.
It's pretty cool. I've been doing this for a long time, so I've gotten pretty good at it, you know. And,
yeah, very good at it.
Yeah.
I would say. We've
got a great partner in HP Tuners providing the tuning and data logging support to make it happen.
Absolutely.
Well, it's 2 o'clock.
Got anything else, Brian?
So.
That we need to hit?
Okay. Luke Bonzani.
You gonna read it?
Hey guys, I'm gonna order your oil change kit for my 14. Wish you had 5W30 kits for my new Edge. Well, we'll go put in a request with the website department after Burnout Box and see if we can make that happen. What do you think? Yeah. Yeah. They can. If we yell loud enough, they can hear us.
Please don't.
Okay. It'd be funny if I did that and then we turned the camera towards the door. Oh, I can't tell you if you're genuinely amused or angry.
I'm not angry. I'm a little bit disgusted.
This falls in line with If I was one of the kids, you'd yell at me right now. So no, there would be no screaming on Burnout Box this afternoon.
For sure, that's not how we behave in public.
Yeah, okay. All right. I am teachable. Well, that's it for now.
Thanks, everyone.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you next time.